Hey, Sara Glazer here, and I am just on fire because I just found my passion and it feels so good, and I want this for all of you. You know, it's so frustrating to think back at what I was going through. And my face looks really shiny. It's not the shiny, guys. It's just the lighting. Um, I look like I bathed in oil. I also did go to my son's wonderful Hanukkah event and a workshop, and was all outdoors. And I live in Florida, and don't feel sorry for me, but it was like 80 something degrees and I was dying. So maybe that's where the glow is coming from, but it's really awful. Okay, backing up here. So I shared this 6 pillars of attraction marketing, and I was blown away, and my heart just, is like this big because when you're start creating, it's a very vulnerable place to be when you're creating your own content and you're letting people know who you are. And it's a little scary and it's vulnerable, and you can put something out there. I've gone live, I've written content, and not many people have responded where I poured my heart into it. And you have to have a lot of self-confidence to know that you're good enough and you don't need anyone else's approval to be worthy to share your stuff. And I'm working on that, but it's so meaningful to me when I do get the feedback and do get the engagement on the things I'm sharing, and to see it really validates that what I'm sharing is of value to people, and there are people out there that really need what I'm sharing. So it is so meaningful to me. And I want to thank every single one of you that's watching right now, that you're allowing me to help you, because it's so, so meaningful to me. So, I shared these 6 pillars, and because of my ADD, I might be a little unfocused, but I'm going to really try hard to stay focused on the task here, which is to talk about how you want to set up your profile to reflect your brand. So this is like a step-by-step process. Like I give you tools. A plus B is going to equal C. But if you think that A plus B is easy, it's not. And there's going to be a lot of trial and error. And I'm here for you, because it's not like so simple to do this. But that's why you need, having support is so important. And I got your back. So, if you want to become a person of value and create an audience of know, like, and trust, you need to show up as that person. So the most important step here is having your Facebook profile in check, because when you're going to be building your audience by friending your target audience, they're going to check you out, and they're going to look at your profile picture, and they're going to make an assessment of whether they want to be friends with you and what your brand is. They might agree to be friends with you whether they like you or not, but if they see an attractive picture where something that draws them to you, you're much more likely to be able to build a relationship with those people. So cleaning up our profiles is so important. Also, imagine if, you were going to the movies and your friend spoiled the end by telling you the ending. Wouldn't that be annoying? Well, if you give all the goods on your Facebook page and you show all your products and you talk about them, how great they are and how great it is to join your business, then you just gave everyone the goods. So they could go to your page, they could see the name of your company, they could see the products, and then they could go to Google searches, they could find someone else. Why would they join with you? What makes you special? So you don't want to give up the end of the movie. You want to create curiosity with your audience, so them wondering, what is she doing? And I would love to get to know this person better. That is, you want to be intriguing and exciting and not a basic sales post. So how do you do that? So you need to clean up your Facebook page. And it's really hard for me to do this while someone's in my room. So I'm going to pause this for a few minutes. Okay, I can't concentrate when I'm so blessed to have help in my house, but it really gets my game off when someone else is in my room with me. And so I apologize. I was getting a little off track there. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my Facebook if I can. I'm going to have to, I want to show you my profile and how I have changed it up so much. I've deleted and cleaned up and, um, I had to do a lot of work on that because I didn't, if I want to be that person of value, I want people to see that value and not see products and join my business posts and where they will just get this idea of me that might be not the right idea. So let's see here. Enter full screen. No, we want to go here and go to Facebook. Okay, let's go back and we're going to go, okay. So we're going to go to Sara. Okay. So, of course, we have these things open. And now I'm going to go back here and we're going to share my screen with Facebook. Okay, share. Okay, so now you see my beautiful profile. And if you see, this is your background picture. I think it's called your cover photo. This is called your profile picture. So your cover photo is something that you can change occasionally, and it should reflect your passions or your brand or whatever. Like for me, I put my family in there because I want people to know that I'm a, person of integrity. And I think it helps to see that I'm a family person. You could put your dog with you there. You could put, you traveling or something that you love to do, but it would just reflect you and what you love. And then that's, your cover photo. And then your profile picture, I'm going to talk about in a minute. Before, I want you to make sure that you are set, that your posts are going public so that anyone could see them. You can set certain posts if they're private to private by just changing the setting on them. But in general, if you're posting anything of value, you want to get the most people to see it. And you also want to make sure that your ability to be friended and followed is on. I see so many people that are in this industry of online business and you can't friend them and you can't follow them. So then they're not building their business online. They're building it in a Facebook business page or something else. But if you want to really create this audience, the way that I'm teaching, you're going to need to have that set so that people can friend you and follow you. And so make sure that's turned on. The more you fill out your background, the more people will realize that you're a real life person, not a machine, and not someone that's trying to lure you in to marry them or to date them. You get these do you ever get these guys that are friending you that they show like military, backgrounds, their pictures like a military guy, and then if you go in ever and check them out, which I don't even do, I delete them. But if you do, you'll see that they're very inconsistent because they're not really real people. Their pictures are not real people. So just you want to show people that you're a real person, fill in all the information that you have, that you can. And then as far as, let's go back to edit profile. That's not what I want to do. But if you see, the about section is I am on a journey to become the absolute best version of myself and to inspire and motivate others. That's not anything too specific. It's quite generic, in fact, and I might change it, but it definitely doesn't reflect my company's name or selling my products to anyone. So far, I'm good in that direction, but I do think I should maybe change that up, but you do get very little space. But what I want to show you is a way to create interest and even possible people reaching out to you by using your profile picture. Now, if you do this method, then you want to make sure that you keep your profile picture the same because it's going to be attached to your profile picture. And if you want to change it, then all the information that's attached, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So let me just be more clear by talking about first your picture. Now you see my picture is from my son's bar mitzvah. So it's a nice picture, but you do not need to be so nice. It just has to reflect a person. You don't want to have sunglasses on or a funny nose or like no picture at all, forget it. You cannot build a business without having a picture. Should be someone, you're, you know, a really nice picture with you smiling, showing that you're just a good person. So find a picture that reflects that of you. And now if you see over here, you'll see that when you click on my profile, you get to see my story. And I just actually changed it because so much has changed since I actually did this that I had to go in there and change my story to reflect my changes in the direction I've been going. So, and you'll see there's no mention of my names of my company or anything else. And you're able to edit it by just going to the three dots over here, and you can put in your story. And what happens is when you friend someone, a lot of them will click on your profile picture to make sure that you're not a stalker and someone weird, and they're going to see your story. So let your story reflect your passion. And, you know, this is, you know, to just backpedal a bit. If your business is not aligned with your passion, it's going to be a little hard for you to do this because, you know, I just had a couple of calls with different people, and they were telling me one was in makeup and a makeup business, and she doesn't even like makeup. And the second person was doing some type of, I don't even want to be specific here, just, you know, some type of medical, you know, oil or something. And I asked her what, you know, why she's passionate about it. And she said that she really isn't. It's just a really good business opportunity. And there are a lot of good business opportunities out there, but if they're not aligning with your passion, then you're not going to feel fulfilled in it. And it's going to show very clearly to your people, and this attraction marketing method is not going to work for you. So if you're having a struggle with that, let's have a conversation and see if we can really hone in on what your passion is and see how maybe we can tweak, you know, it to your business, or maybe you need to reevaluate the business you're in if it's not aligned with your passion. Because a lot of us end up in network marketing because you know, we buy a lipstick and all of a sudden we don't know what happens. We have a business. You know, for me, I had a huge transformation, and a lot of you, I'm sure, did with your product. So it solved a problem for you that was really a big problem. So you're super passionate about what you do. But there are many of us that just ended up because their friend told them this is a good business opportunity and they were looking to make money, and they didn't really know what they were getting themselves into. So depending on where you are, if you have the transformation, you had a pain, you had a problem, it was solved by your company, then you're in good shape because you'll be able to share that in your story. And, you know, and then you can do a call to action at the end where it says, and if your call to action is like, call me or message me, you're making it too hard for people to reach out to you. People, you know, already are like very nervous. They may not know you yet. You just friended them. They see your story. Maybe it resonates with them, but they're still like, I'm not calling this person. I'm not messaging them. But if it's just comment help or comment glow or comment me, you're making it really easy for them to just reach out for help. So it's a really good way. We call it a lead magnet. And you can use this as your very first lead magnet. So I really recommend you do this. And if you did it, message me and let me know. And I'll go look at it for you if you'd like, and critique it if you want, or give you any feedback if you'd like that. But, you know, if you're putting the name of your company or your products, you're doing a disservice to yourself. And I know that's hard because a lot of people are being told to do that by your uplines, and they mean the best for you. And if it's working for you, listen, do it. Keep doing what you're doing. And if it's working, I'm not here to tell you that this is the only way to do things. I only know what's worked for me and for many others. But if you're doing well, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video because you don't need me. So then, let's see. So we want to, okay, so then I'm going to stop the share here because I did make a Word document. And I just want to give you a couple of tips on what you want to do with this idea of attraction marketing. Number one is, do you ever have it where, like, you know, there's like this frenzy where all of a sudden your upline or people in your, you know, team start talking about, oh my gosh, Instagram is the place to be. Oh my gosh, Pinterest. Oh my gosh, LinkedIn. That's where you're supposed to build your business. Twitter. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got to do Twitter. And you're like, start putting Twitters out, twits. What do they call it? Tweets? Tweets. You start tweeting, and then you start Instagramming, and you're like all over the place. And I was a little bit like that. I was like, oh, I need to be on that platform and that platform. And I was feeling all like insecure in the fact that I wasn't on all these platforms. And guess what? I was nowhere, because I was like posting some here, some there, spreading myself too thin. I didn't know any of those platforms well, so I wasn't doing well. So focus on one platform at a time. So if you know Facebook inside out, then with attraction marketing, then you can move on to the next thing. And then, you know, keep going. It's great to be on different platforms, but first you need to know the platform that you're using and be consistent with it. So I recommend, if you're watching this and you're new to attraction marketing, stick to Facebook. Okay. Then we have, we spoke about setting your profile to public. Everyone should be allowed to friend you and follow you, and you have the total right to not accept people's friendships. And, you know, with the following, I assume you could block someone. And so if anyone doesn't feel something's off, just block them. There's no point. You don't have, there's too many people out there. You do not need anybody. Okay, cover picture. We spoke about that. Profile picture, about section, lead magnet. Okay, so I covered what I wanted to cover today. So I'm going to save this and post it as a YouTube video. And, you know, please reach out if there's anything specific that you need help with, or you want a topic that I haven't covered yet, and I'm excited to hear what you think about it. Have a great day. Bye.